Yes, guys. Ryjack back here for another Man City video. Final day of the Premier League. Season is finally over. Very happy that the season has come to an end. It's been a rough season for City, as we all know. Good season for me personally. I did start this channel this season right in the middle of our horrible run. November, December time is when I started this channel, and we are very close to our goal of 150 subs. So any help to get over that number would be very cool. First half season or so doing content for Man City, 150 subs on YouTube, 1,100 on TikTok. Very cool. So all the support has been awesome, and I very much appreciate it. Going forward, there will be lots of transfer news on this channel here, lots of live streams, and lots of just City talk, what's going on in the news. I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of transfer activity. Club World Cup is in a month or so a whole lot to look forward to as always. Now, let's look at the game, do a little recap, and talk about some transfer news as well that I did see online today. Of course, City get the win 2-0 at Craven Cottage. I thought it was a very professional performance from City. There were not many guys who I thought had poor games. I don't really agree with some of these ratings here, but I will go over them with you. Some of these ratings don't really make sense to me. However, let's start with Ederson. I'm going to give Ederson my man of the match. Made some incredible saves on what could be his final game for City. Again, there are some rumors out there about a potential Ederson extension. Maybe it's a one-year thing. And I think either he signs that extension or he leaves. It's not going to be where he stays and goes on a free. I just don't think City are going to operate that way. He's either going to Saudi for the money or he's going to sign an extension. I'm still leaning he's going to Saudi. But again, rumors I've seen out there from people who allegedly know stuff, he is considering a contract extension, which would be great because, in my opinion, he's our best ever keeper. He plays the Pep way. He is an irreplaceable goalie. While there's some out there who are good at shot stopping, good with their feet, no one is as good as Ederson for what Pep wants to do. So I'd be thrilled to keep him. And again, I'm giving him my man of the match. I thought it was outstanding today. Nunez, right back. Another fantastic game for Mateus Nunes. No bozo moments, which is huge. He is one that struggles with decisions sometimes. He loves to give the ball away in dangerous areas. He loves to make a back pass to no one, and the defenses or the opposition's attack is running at our defense, and it creates these weird situations. But at the same time, Nunez gets forward and can cross the ball and is physical and imposing. And I've really enjoyed watching Nunez at right back. He has definitely grown into the position a lot this season. He has been, to start, he was pretty poor, and I wanted him nowhere near the side, especially after that United game where he gave away those 2 goals. But again, he's been very good the last month or so. And if we don't sign anyone, it's probably looking like our starting right back next season. I do expect some signings, and I think it's possible he could still leave the club. So I don't know what they're going to do with Nunez, but deserves some praise because he got some major criticism from some people over the season or so. Diaz and Akanji partnership, not the one we want to see. I think many fans that I talk to and see online are kind of tired of, definitely more so Akanji, but even getting a little tired of Diaz. They think he's very slow and has just sincerely just dropped since his player of the season campaign when he first got here. And it's been a bad 18 months or so for Ruben Diaz. And Akanji this season has been very poor. I think we can all agree on that. So, going forward for me, I think a lot of people want to see a Gvardiol and Kusanov partnership. I don't think we're getting rid of either Diaz or Akanji anytime soon. I think Akanji is going to be a mainstay at the back, squad rotation type center back, and Ruben Diaz is going to be a locked-on starter. I just think Pep rates him, but I see the frustration, and I kind of get it. So it is what it is from them too. I thought they played solid. Fulham didn't do a whole lot of attacking, to be honest. They were not really on it today, so there was no crazy dangerous moments. Really, Diaz had a potential handball moment, and I don't think he was, couldn't really do anything. His hands were like this. I don't know. But probably looked like a handball. Maybe could have been given. It wasn't. It is what it is. And Gvardiol plays out on the left. My preference is center back. He is a better center back, I think, than left back, even though he's a very good and solid left back. but I think he has a chance to be an outstanding, world-class, top 5 in the world center back. And I don't know if they're going to get that at left back. So would like to see him move in and get some signatures out there for the left back position, whether that's Nico O'Reilly. I think probably not long term. I think we need a signing. Who that signing will be, I don't know. A lot of names linked. Nori, probably the most common one I've seen recently. Teo Hernandez has been mentioned. Andrea Cambiasso, I guess, can technically play on the left, can play on both sides. Same thing with Tino Livramento, but Livramento's going to be playing Champions League next season, so I'm thinking that's probably not going to happen. Who knows? But at left back and right back are definitely two positions I would look at strengthening this summer for sure, no doubt about it. Nico G finally gets a start, only because Kovacic is suspended, I assume, but I thought he was fine. I thought he was very solid. Didn't notice any major mistakes. I thought he was pretty good being a ball carrier. You know, Kovacic is known for his ball carrying abilities, and typically Rodri being our lone 6, I don't really see him do that all the time. It's more of the 8 positions role, in my head at least. That's how I see it, and Rodri's more of those dink balls over the top. But I thought Nico G was good today. I thought 6.9 I think is harsh. I don't think he was in any way bad. I thought he did well, and he should be a solid squad option going forward next season. Hopefully now Pep can give him some trust and let him get a run of games, especially in the Club World Cup when we should see some good rotation. I'd love to see him play a whole lot. Bernardo I thought was fine, average, not as good as the last game against Bournemouth where I thought he was man of the match. Could it have been his last game for the club? Possibly. I'm leaning towards no. I'm leaning towards Bernardo Silva staying at the club just because of the relationship with Pep. Pep loves him. I remember an interview from 8 years ago, and Pep said, as long as I'm here, Bernardo will be here. And I just think he admires Bernardo in a way that's different than almost any other player. So to me, I think he's staying. He only got 1 year left on the contract. Maybe he walks after that. I don't know. But I think he stays. Could leave, but I'm leaning towards staying. Then we get to Mr. Whippy himself, Ilkay Gundogan, the man who is given FOTMob's man of the match. I am not quite giving man of the match. Like I said, Ederson I thought was the best player for us on the pitch. Gundogan scores his first Premier League goal of the season with an outstanding bicycle kick. I mean, what a finish from the 34-year-old. Very impressive. Turned back the clock on that one. Also wins the penalty. Was very good, I thought. Gundogan today was very good. I'd be in the 8.5 range, something like that. Just probably one of his better performances this season. And to be honest, Gundogan, since, I don't know, January, February, has been one of our better players, no doubt about it. He has been very, very impressive. Took him 6 months to get to that form, but he's been very good this season. And you can see the world-class ability and technical ability is still there. While the legs may be gone, his brain is still firing on all cylinders. Very, very good player. I think potentially, again, another one who stays and plays minimal minutes next season. Maybe cut his minutes in half from this season to next if he wants to stay. If he decides I want to play, first team, starting 11 every weekend, maybe he goes to Turkey. I know he's got family from Turkey. So maybe that happens. I don't know. We shall see. But I would guess someone out of the Gundogan, Bernardo, and Kovacic midfield, that 3, he's got to be at least one going. I think most likely is Kovacic, personally, just because you can get some money for him. Gundogan would be nothing at all. Bernardo Silva would be very low, in my opinion, and I think he has a little bit less of selling value probably than Kovacic. Maybe that's wrong. I just don't know who's going to buy Bernardo Silva. So then you get to the wingers. Marmoush played on the right today. A little bit interesting, different from what we normally see with him on the left. Thought he was solid. Had a few opportunities to score, blasted them over the bar. He had a free kick that went way over the bar. So it wasn't his most outstanding performance, but he was not in any way poor, in my opinion. Doku, on the other hand, I don't know. The Doku left wing situation when Haaland plays up top, I just don't think it works. And I know Doku splits the fan base in half. Some people love him. Some people don't like him. And I'm kind of in the middle, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards I just don't enjoy watching Doku play. Yes, he might be the greatest dribbler in world football. He might be the most techie 5-star skills player to exist in the world right now. But I'm trading that in for, good to better levels of other abilities like passing, shooting, crossing, finding the open man. I don't know. Physicality, something. I think that one ability is so world-class high level that the others are so low. It's just we could even them out a bit, I think he'd be so much of a better player. He's an enigma because I don't know what he's going to do, and I don't think the players on the pitch know what he's going to do. So for me and my money, if we got a big offer for him or even a reasonable offer, I would 100% consider it, because I just don't see him playing on the left working with Haaland. I just don't think they have chemistry at all, and I tweeted that during the game. I said I don't get it. The chemistry is zero. It's a red link if you played FIFA back in the day. So I don't know. Haaland up top, not a whole lot to do. Takes the penalty finally this time, scores it, very easy penalty, puts him on I think 23 goals for the Premier League season, which is a good number. Not up to his standards though. Haaland is a 30+ league goal scorer in my opinion. So would be very excited to build the team around him a little bit more this summer and figure out how we can find either wingers or wide playmakers that can get him the ball and get him in scoring positions, because this Doku-Savinho combo I don't think works going forward. I think we need changes there. As far as subs, we see Savinho come on. He didn't really do a whole lot. Was fine. Nothing to speak of, in my opinion. Foden gets 10 minutes. Echeverri gets 5. And the big news of the day, KDB's final game. 5 minutes for Kev. He got basically no touches on the ball, but the City traveling fans were singing his name for the entire time he was on the pitch. It was very, very emotional and moving to see Kev celebrated like he was. And I am forever grateful for Kevin De Bruyne to bring me to this club, to become a fan of Man City because of him. And he definitely changed my life in the positive, sort of figuring out that I love this sport and that Kevin De Bruyne is my favorite player who's ever lived. And I will never forget the memories he's given me and the people that I watch City with. So always, always, always love KDB. Wherever you go, you will be successful. I am definitely going to miss watching you. Now, elsewhere, the table, it finishes City in third, 3 points behind Arsenal. We're in the UCL spots. Chelsea, 4th. Newcastle, 5th. Getting out the other Champions League spots. Villa, unlucky to miss out. That decision from VAR was horrible, horrible. Feel very sorry for the Villa fans. Forest as well, 65 points, missing out by a point and then the goal difference as well. So unfortunate for them, but any Newcastle targets, like I said, probably not going to be able to sign them. Forest, however, Gibbs White, seemingly attainable for sure. No Champions League football. I guess they're in the Conference League. That's what that 7th place gets you, I think. I don't know. Maybe they get Europa League. I don't know how it works, but definitely more attainable to sign Gibbs White going forward. There is a rumor out there on Twitter as well that Real Madrid are interested in Rodri, and I think if you're concerned, no worries. Rodri's not leaving. So I think just to put that out there at the end of this video, anybody who's worried about Rodri leaving, don't worry about it. I think it's fine. Now, we do head into a new week. The transfer window, of course, is going to open very soon in 6-7 days, something like that, the early window that we're going to have. So I expect a ton of news over this week here, and I will be going live for those opportunities. When I get home from work throughout the week, I'll be going live. Most of the time, it'll be 7, 8 o'clock at night Eastern for me, which is 5 hours behind you guys in Europe who are watching me from the UK. So if you're up and want to have a little transfer discussion, do hop in the live shows with me. Always, always appreciate you guys. And I look forward to more City content over the next few weeks in the Club World Cup next month. So thank you. City till we die.